The River Yare flows 52 miles from its source in Dereham to its mouth at Great Yarmouth. In its upper reaches, the river is shallow. The water here moves fast and creates the perfect environment for a wide variety of fish. In late spring, I took my waterproof camera to the river and tried to catch some of these fish on film. The first place that I filmed was close into the bank where the water is really shallow and often disturbed by people and dogs paddling. The fish here are mainly a mix of minnows and small roach and dace. The minnows are easily distinguished by their darker markings, but the young roach and dace are harder to separate. Roach usually have an orange tinge to their eyes and fins and are often deeper bodied compared to the dace. All of these species mix together in shoals of similar sized fish because this means there are more eyes looking out for predators and each of them is less likely to get eaten. Roach, dace and minnows are all omnivores. They feed on everything from small insects to algae and aquatic vegetation. My camera is on a 3-metre pole, so I pushed it further out into the water in the hope of capturing some larger fish and perhaps some other species. I was not disappointed. The dace here are much larger and less camera shy. These fish are around 4 to 5 inches long and you can see that they have a silver colour throughout and a long slender body. Their mouth is forwards facing, which helps them to pick up food from the surface, from the riverbed and as it flows by in the current. There is a new species here too, the European chub. This fish has dark markings on its tail and orange coloured anal and pelvic fins. These chub are around 8 to 9 inches long, but chub can grow to more than 2 foot in length and weigh more than 9 pounds. This has made them a target species for anglers, and as such, the larger fish can be very timid and much harder to film. The next spot where I decided to film was under an overhanging tree amongst some tall stinger nettles. Whilst laying there and getting stung, I could see some large chubs swimming in the current. I knew I could get the camera in to film them, but unfortunately, although the water looked crystal clear from above, the small particles that float in the water reflect bright sunlight and I could film nothing except faint silhouettes. These chub are more than a foot long and many anglers would love to catch them. I just want to catch them on video. I moved slightly further downstream and found a deep body of water. Again, it looked clear from above, but once the camera was in the water it became cloudy and visibility was not very good. I did see some larger roach here though. You can compare them to the larger dace and see how their fins have a more orangey colour and they have deeper bodies. Because of the cloudy water, I decided to head further upstream, beyond the bit where dogs and people paddle, in the hope that the water here will be less murky. I found a spot where the river changes from very shallow and fast flowing over a gravel bank to a deeper pool where the current is much slower. In the deeper pool I can see some big chub holding in the current. Then I realised they are using this slow current as a place to wait and then making repeat trips into the shallows to spawn. I can't get the camera right into the shallows without causing a large disturbance, but I did manage to get some footage of the chub in the shallower water. Chub have very large mouths compared to their body and will eat everything from berries, insects, amphibians, crayfish, and big chub are sometimes even cannibals. eating smaller members of their own species. Although they have big appetites, chub are relatively slow growing. Some of these individuals are probably more than 15 years old, and some are battle worn and covered in scars. In the upper reaches of the River Yare, there are more than 10 different species of fish. I will return one day soon to try get some of the others on film. If you've enjoyed this video, check out some of the other videos on my channel and subscribe if you can. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.